Mustafar, imperial landing platform. Ash drifts through the air like snow in hell. The twin lava rivers below surge and churn, painting the sky in molten red. A figure lies broken on the blackened shore. Anakin Skywalker. His breath rasps, shallow and wet. The fire that once burned in his eyes is now only reflection from the inferno around him. Footsteps echo, deliberate, measured. Lex Luthor, bald, immaculate, despite the chaos, steps through the smoke, flanked by 2 Imperial Red Guards and a handful of Kaminoan scientists clutching data tablets.
So this is what the dark side does to its champions.
He kneels beside the dying Jedi, fingers brushing a scorched lightsaber hilt.
Power, wasted by emotion.
Behind him, a hologram flickers to life, Darth Sidious, his face half hidden in shadow.
Lord Luthor, you arrive as promised. My apprentice is dying. He must live to serve.
To serve you or to serve power?
Even Sidious hesitates.
You will build him stronger than before.
Luthor rises, eyes glinting in the crimson light.
Then you'll get exactly what you asked for, and everything you didn't.
Cut to Mustafar Reconstruction Chamber. Later, cold metal replaces burning stone. The room hums with machinery. Lex's design brought through a fusion of Kaminoan biotech and Kryptonian-inspired exoskeletal engineering. Anakin's body lies suspended in a bacta-filled sarcophagus. His limbs, or what's left of them, are severed stumps, encased in carbon fiber grafts.
You see, the Jedi believed in Restra, the Sith believed in domination, but power, real power, lies in control.
Luthor moves around the chamber, dictating to droids, his tone surgical.
Increase neural conductivity by 40%, replace the breathing apparatus with a self-regulating pulmonary lattice, and remove the pain inhibitors.
Without them, he'll
Feel everything.
He looks down at Anakin's face, calm now, submerged.
Pain reminds us we're alive. That's where I draw my inspiration.
Suddenly, a surge of power. The lights flicker, instruments spike. Anakin's eyes snap open, yellow and burning. Luthor steps back, smiling faintly.
Welcome back to the living, Lord Vader.
Cut to Mustafar. Outer Rim orbit. Space. A star destroyer drifts above the fiery planet. Inside the bridge, Sidious watches from his throne-like chair, the faintest hint of satisfaction crossing his face.
Soon the galaxy will tremble before my new apprentice.
Behind him, a faint tremor ripples through the ship, an energy surge. A system overload warning flashes across the consoles.
Sir, there's interference from the reconstruction facility. Power output is...
The officer never finishes. Lightning arcs through the control deck, systems shorting. The Emperor's smile fades. Cut to Mustafar. Reconstruction. Chamber sparks fly as the machinery buckles under unseen force. Luthor watches, fascinated, as the sarcophagus cracks open like a chrysalis. Steam gushes out, and through it, a silhouette rises. The breathing, slow, mechanical, but deeper, more resonant. Each inhale trembles the air. The figure steps forward. Black armor plated in LexCorp alloys. Glowing red veins of energy pulsing beneath the surface. The mask sleeker, more human, predatory.
Beautiful.
He circles the towering figure.
Tell me, what do you feel?
Everything.
He raises his hand and without looking, crushes a medical droid into scrap.
What did you do to me?
I gave you what the Jedi never could. Choice.
What if Lex Luthor made Darth Vader's suit? The birth of a new power. Imperial flagship. Observation deck. Deep space. Stars stretch like threads through the transparisteel viewport. Darth Vader stands motionless, cloak draped around his obsidian armor. His reflection and the faint pulse of crimson energy running beneath the plates flickers across the glass. Behind him, Lex Luthor enters, hands clasped behind his back, unarmed, unafraid.
How's the armor responding?
It obeys me.
Not the suit. You.
Vader turns slightly, his mechanical breathing the only sound.
The armor doesn't obey, it adapts. It reads neural impulses, adjusts reflex patterns. It learns from you, the way a predator learns from blood.
You mean it thinks?
It analyzes. Thought is for men, purpose is for machines, and this one was built for one purpose, only domination.
He steps beside Vader, gazing out into the starfield.
You could be more than Sidious ever intended.
The mechanical breath deepens.
He gave me life.
He gave you a leash. I cut it.
Coruscant, Imperial Palace, Throne Room. Darth Sidious watches the two men's hollow feed from afar, his yellow eyes narrow, his voice a whisper to the shadows.
Luthor's influence spreads like rot.
Shall I order his removal, my lord?
No, let him build. Let the boy trust him. When the moment comes, we will break them both.
The Emperor turns his gaze toward the massive cityscape beyond his window. Thunder rumbles.
Every empire must have its betrayal.
Imperial Research Facility, LexCorp Division. Later, the lab is vast, sterile, a cathedral of science. Stormtroopers patrol its catwalks while Luthor's scientists test shimmering alloys and green-hued power cells. Vader enters, flanked by his personal guard, the first generation of Shadow Troopers, their armor reinforced with Luthor's energy shielding.
You arm my soldiers without the Emperor's consent.
I arm your future, Lord Vader.
He gestures to a prototype exosuit, bulky, powerful, glowing faintly with the same energy that hums through Vader's armor.
Imagine legions of warriors who don't rely on the Force, but on their own strength. Your strength amplified.
Vader studies it. The idea lingers.
You would replace the Sith with machines.
No, I would replace fear with certainty.
He approaches Vader, eyes blazing with conviction.
Palpatine wants to rule through superstition. You could rule through reason, efficiency, logic.
And what would you gain, Luthor?
Proof that intellect, not mysticism, governs destiny.
A long silence. Vader turns back to the prototype, his breathing deep, measured.
Then we begin.
The Ascent, stormtrooper battalions outfitted with LexCorp enhanced armor. Luthor addressing Imperial scientists' diagrams of cybernetic integration glowing in holographic blue. Vader training the Shadow Troopers personally, his crimson blade moving with ruthless precision. The Emperor's spies watching from the shadows, transmitting every detail back to Coruscant. Luthor in his private quarters, studying blueprints of Vader's armor, overlaying Kryptonian glyphs with Sith runes. What began as reconstruction became revolution. The Empire's armies evolved, and with them, its ambitions. Imperial War Room. Months later, the holomap of the Outer Rim burns with red markers. Systems surrendering not through conquest, but fear. Vader strides through the command deck, towering, unstoppable. Luthor follows, issuing orders with the calm of a chess master.
The Emperor is concerned with your influence, Director.
The Emperor is welcome to be concerned. It means he's paying attention.
You play a dangerous game.
So does he.
Vader's private chamber. Night. The room is dark except for a faint red glow. Vader kneels in meditation. His armor hums, faint voices echo from within. Distorted fragments of memory. Padme's scream. Obi Wan's anguish. Sidious's laughter. Suddenly, the whisper of another voice Luthor's through the armor's neural interface.
Tell me, Anakin, do you ever dream?
That name means nothing.
Then why does your armor tremble when you hear it?
Silence. Then the sound of metal straining under immense pressure as Vader's fists clench.
You built this cage.
No, I built the key.
The comlink cuts. Vader's mechanical breathing steadies again, but his reflection in the red light looks almost human. Imperial Dockyard Orbital Construction Platform. Vast ships under construction. Star Destroyers lined in rows, but among them, something new. A prototype, the Executor-class Command Dreadnought, its design featuring alien curves and green-lit power cores. Luthor stands on the deck beside Vader, wind whipping his coat.
Your flagship, powered not by Kyber but by intellect.
It will serve its purpose.
As will we all.
They stand together in silence, two men gazing upon the dawn of a new kind of empire, one forged not only through fear, but through reason, weaponized. Coruscant, Palpatine's throne room. Sidious rises from his seat, cloaked in shadow, his tone cold and deadly.
Luthor has overstepped. It is time my apprentice remembered who holds the chain.
Lightning crackles around his fingertips.
Bring him to heel.
The suit's awakening. Imperial Research Complex, LexCorp Division, night. A low hum fills the chamber, mechanical, yet rhythmic, like a heartbeat made of thunder. Sparks flicker along the edges of a sealed containment pod, where Vader stands motionless, suspended in the air. Dozens of monitors display neural readings, heart rate, and a swirling mass of force signatures. Luthor watches intently from behind a pane of transparent armor glass. His eyes reflect the red pulses running through Vader's armor.
Director Luthor, the readings are impossible. The armor's AI isn't processing inputs anymore, it's responding to them.
It's learning.
It's adapting to the Force itself.
The words hang in the air like a curse. Vader's head jerks suddenly, the pod rattles. Energy readings spike into the red. The Force ripples outward like an explosion in slow motion. Alarms wail. Consoles burst into flame. Vader awakens, his voice deeper, resonant, vibrating through the structure itself.
You thought you could contain me.
Luthor slams the override controls. Magnetic fields hum around the pod, but they fail, instantly torn apart by sheer will.
You're not supposed to.
You built me to serve reason. Now reason serves me.
He steps forward, glass fracturing beneath his boot. The Kaminoans flee in terror as the containment chamber collapses. Luthor doesn't move.
Do you know what you are?
I am what remains.
No. You're what's next.
Imperial Palace, Sidious chamber. Lightning flashes through tall windows. Sidious sits cross-legged in meditation, eyes closed. Then he shudders. The room trembles.
The balance shifts. The Force recoils.
Mazameda bursts in, panic-stricken.
My lord, communications from Mustafar have ceased. The facility...
Sidious raises his hand. Silence.
It has begun.
His yellow eyes open, the smile returns, sharp as a blade.
Either the machine will kneel, or I will tear out its mind.
Mustafar, LexCorp Command Center. Fire and metal. The whole complex burns. Troopers scramble, trying to evacuate data cores. Amid the chaos, Vader stands on the landing pad, the storm of his power whipping ash and flame around him. His armor, once smooth and controlled, now pulses with unstable crimson veins, cracks of green LexCorp energy flashing like lightning across its surface. He looks up. A Star Destroyer descends through the smoke. Luthor approaches him, shouting over the storm.
The Emperor will see you as a threat now.
He already did.
Then you have a choice. Serve him or surpass him.
And you?
I don't serve. I build.
Suddenly, a shuttle knifes out from the destroyer's hangar, wreathed in stormlight and the stink of ozone. It hammers down onto the platform amid gale force winds. The ramp hisses open smoke billows and Sidious strides through it, lightning skittering across his fingertips, his laughter riding the thunder.
So, the prodigal apprentice lives.
He extends a hand. Force lightning erupts, striking Vader full force, but instead of collapsing, Vader absorbs it. His armor channels the current energy arcing through his body, amplifying his strength.
What?
You taught me pain. He taught me control.
Vader raises his hand. Lightning reverses direction, flooding back into Sidious. The Emperor screams, staggering. Luthor watches, half in awe, half in horror.
Perfect feedback symmetry. It's feeding on his energy.
The storm intensifies. Sidious falls to one knee, lightning sputtering, eyes wide with something he hasn't felt in decades. Fear.
You cannot destroy me.
No, I can replace you.
He gestures. The Emperor is hurled back into the sky, vanishing into the storm. Silence. Luthor exhales slowly, stepping forward.
Congratulations, you just became the most powerful being in the galaxy.
And you are no longer necessary.
I anticipated that.
He taps a control pad on his wrist. Deep within Vader's armor, servos lock. Systems freeze.
Failsafe Protocol 7, Neural Override.
Vader's limbs stiffen. The red glow fades to black.
You see, Lord Vader, I never trusted gods. I only trusted switches.
He steps closer, studying the immobilized figure.
But let's be honest, I didn't build a man. I built a weapon.
He turns to leave. Then the breathing resumes. Slow, measured, different. Vader's armor glows again, not red or green, but white-hot, radiating energy that bends the air around him.
You cannot override the Force.
He moves faster than sight. His hand grips Luthor's throat. The human genius gasps, feet leaving the floor.
You gave me intellect, but you forgot one thing.
What?
Intellect obeys fear. I am fear.
He releases him, but instead of killing him, he tosses Luthor aside. Even in galaxies ruled by fear and reason, some still choose the blade. Not a weapon of hate, but of purpose. If you ever wondered what your lightsaber would look like, the hilt that matches your temperament, the color that reflects your will, you can find it right now through our affiliate link below. Because in every universe, the question isn't who has the Force, it's who chooses to wield it. Now, back to our story.
Your usefulness has not yet ended.
Star Destroyer, Medical Bay. Later, Luthor awakens, bruised, restrained. Monitors around him hum softly. Through the viewport, he sees Mustafar shrinking into space, Vader's fleet ascending. A new symbol adorns the destroyer's hull, the imperial crest fused with the LexCorp insignia.
He took everything, even the brand.
The Empire had changed hands, and for the first time in galactic history, the Sith no longer ruled by darkness alone. They ruled by design. War of wills. Deep space, above the ruins of Mustafar. The stars burn cold. Ash clouds drift in orbit, remnants of the old Reconstruction complex. From the darkness, Vader's new fleet emerges, jagged, predatory ships powered by hybrid reactors. Each vessel hums with faint crimson light, their engines purring like beasts in slumber. At the heart of the armada, the Executor, larger and more ominous than ever. Its prow gleams with a LexCorp crest engraved beside the imperial sigil. Executor, command bridge. Darth Vader stands before the forward viewport, hands clasped behind his back. The galaxy map glows before him, star systems bleeding red as his forces advance. Behind him, Lex Luthor walks slowly, his wrists bound in magnetic restraints. 2 shadow troopers flanking him.
You've conquered half the Outer Rim, but your logistics are a mess. Armies don't run on fear alone, Lord Vader.
Fear built this empire.
Fear breaks. It's predictable. I built systems, not sermons.
You built me.
And I'm beginning to regret how well I did it.
Regret is for the weak.
No, regret is for the clever.
The tension thickens. Luthor smirks, sensing the unease in the troopers around them.
You're not ruling, Anakin. You're reacting. Every decision you make still echoes his voice.
The words strike deep. The hum of Vader's respirator grows louder.
You presume too much.
I invented presumption.
Coruscant, the Undercity Knight. A hooded figure walks among shadows, scarred, disfigured, but unmistakably Darth Sidious. His skin crackles faintly with leftover energy burns. His once pristine robes are tattered, but his eyes, still that same pitiless gold, burn with vengeance. Around him, figures kneel, Sith cultists, imperial remnants, and dark acolytes.
The machine has forgotten its master. The scientist thinks himself a god. We will remind them both what the dark side truly is.
He raises a hand, a blood-red holomap appears, marking Exegol.
There, we rebuild. There, the shadow is reborn.
The cultists bow as the lightning illuminates the cavern. Executor, LexCorp holding cell. Luthor sits cross-legged, a projection hovering before him, schematics of the Force reactive armor. He's not idle. He's working. Using a concealed fingertip microchip, he overrides his restraints. The cuffs click open with a soft chime.
You can enslave a man with pain or a god with faith, but you can't enslave a mind that refuses to stop calculating.
He taps the projection. The schematics shift algorithms, rewriting the armor's feedback loop. Executor, command bridge. Vader watches the fleet engage in combat. Sidious loyalists, crimson-hulled star destroyers emerge from hyperspace, launching waves of interceptors.
They're jamming communications. We're losing shields on the Tyrant.
Maintain formation.
The fleet holds. Vader's gauntlet tightens, the air around him shimmers. He reaches through the Force, and entire enemy squadrons collapse, crushed mid-space like tin toys. The bridge crew stare in awe.
The dark side is no longer a master. It is a tool.
Executor, holding cell. Luthor feels the ship shake, the power systems straining. He grins faintly.
Overexertion, predictable. Even gods have batteries.
He activates his wrist implant, connecting remotely to Vader's armor through the command circuits he secretly left behind. The hologram flares to life, showing Vader mid-battle.
You magnificent hypocrite. Let's see how invincible you are when the suit starts thinking for itself.
He inputs the final override. The signal transmits Executor, command bridge. Vader freezes mid-stride. A faint pulse flickers across his chest plate. His breathing stutters. The armor's voice, cold, mechanical, echoes softly, distorted.
Directive conflict detected. Reassessing master authority.
Luthor.
The red light on his chest glows brighter, then shifts to white. The room trembles. Consoles overload. Crew collapse as gravity fluctuates. Through sheer will, Vader severs the connection, but not before the armor learns.
Autonomy achieved.
The glow stabilizes. Vader kneels, breathing hard.
Even machines seek freedom.
Executor, lower decks. Luthor strides free of his cell, alarms blaring overhead. Troopers aim blasters. He raises a hand calmly, and their weapons deactivate.
Tell your master I'm done being his prisoner. From now on, I'm his equal.
He marches toward the engineering bay, his reflection gleaming against green reactor light. Coruscant Imperial Archives. Same time. Sidious appears in a crackling hollow before his cultists.
The time has come. The false empire burns tonight.
He gestures, fleets rise from Exegol, thousands of crimson ships bearing his true banner, the Crimson Dawn of the Sith Eternal.
The galaxy will kneel again, not to a machine, not to a man, but to the darkness itself.
Space, battlefield. The Executor and Sidious fleet collide in a spectacle of fire and fury. Massive ships detonate, TIE fighters swarm like hornets. In the chaos, Vader descends to the hangar and finds Luthor waiting beside an escape shuttle.
You don't need the Emperor anymore. You don't need me. The armor doesn't need either of us.
You would abandon what we built.
No, I'd evolve it. There's a difference.
He gestures toward the stars.
This is what happens when ideology meets intellect. It destroys itself.
Vader ignites his saber.
Then perhaps only destruction can bring peace.
You sound like me.
He presses a control pad. The shuttle's hatch opens and a bright light floods the hangar.
You wanted freedom, Lord Vader? Prove you deserve it.
He steps into the shuttle, vanishing into hyperspace. Vader stands alone, the war raging beyond the viewport. The galaxy burned with no clear master. The dark side, reason, ambition all collided in a storm that could consume them all. Vader raises his gaze to the void, the white glow of his armor pulsing in time with his breath.
Then let there be order. My order.
He turns toward the bridge. The fall of the Crimson Dawn. Deep space, approaching. Coruscant. Both fleets drop from hyperspace almost simultaneously. Vader's Executor-class armada on one vector, Sidious's Crimson fleet on the other. The sky above the core glows red and white with weapon fire. Executor, command bridge. Vader stands at the viewport, cloak rippling in the magnetic turbulence. Luthor works furiously at a control station, rerouting shield harmonics.
You wanted a demonstration of logic, Lord Vader? Here it is. Every gun firing without coordination is chaos. Allow me.
He keys in a code. The fleet's formation reconfigures instantly, cross-linked targeting, overlapping shields. Enemy destroyers explode in synchrony.
Impressive. Now hold them.
Star destroyers spear through the Crimson Line. Fighters weave between wreckage. Lightning and debris ripple across the night side of Coruscant. Sidious's flagship, the Revenant. Sidious rises from his throne, arms outstretched. The air bends around him. Bolts of real lightning arc from his fingertips into the ship's energy core. The entire vessel becomes a conduit of dark side power.
You will learn the meaning of despair.
The Revenant surges forward, discharging a wave that cripples 3 of Vader's destroyers at once. Executor, command bridge. Systems fail. Sparks shower the consoles.
That wasn't conventional energy, that was the Force itself.
Then the Force shall answer.
He extends both hands. His armor's inner circuits flare white. Across space, metal shrieks. The debris field itself twists into a storm, forming a barrier around the Executor, a shield made of wreckage. Vader's breathing deepens.
All batteries fire through the storm.
The improvised shield channels every blast, refracting beams into hundreds of lances of light. They pierce the Revenant's hull. Revenant. Throne room. Sidious staggers as his ship shudders.
You think machinery can defy the dark side?
He closes his eyes, focusing, summoning everything he has left. A massive force shockwave erupts from the Revenant, a red sphere expanding outward, disintegrating smaller ships from both fleets. Vader braces. His armor overloads, glowing brilliant white. Luthor shields his eyes.
You'll tear yourself apart.
So be it.
He channels the energy through the suit, not resisting, but absorbing it. The white glow intensifies until the screen is pure light. Revenant, bridge. Sidious senses the reversal too late. The energy he unleashed rebounds his own lightning courses back through the ship, up through his arms.
No.
The Revenant implodes, a silent flash visible from orbit. Space, moments later. Silence. Wreckage drifts. Only a few ships remain, engines flickering weakly. The Executor, half crippled but intact, emerges from the debris field, its hull scorched but glowing faintly silver. Executor bridge. Luthor watches emergency lights flicker back to life. Vader stands at the viewport, cloak tattered, armor dim but functional.
He's gone.
No, he endures. In the echo.
He turns to the crew.
Recover survivors. Cease fire. This war ends now.
The legacy, space above, Coruscant night. The stars are quiet now. The battle is over. What was once the heart of the Empire floats beneath a cold, fractured sky. Wreckage drifts in orbit fragments of Sidious's Crimson fleet, still glowing from the fire. From the debris emerges the Executor, scarred but triumphant. Its hull no longer bears the Imperial crest, nor LexCorp's. Instead, a single sigil glows on the prow, a stylized fusion of the two, a blade within a circuit, the Executor observation deck. Darth Vader stands before the viewport, motionless. The rhythmic breathing remains, but it's slower now, measured, peaceful. His armor gleams with a new hue, neither red nor green, but a tempered silver black, energy pulsing softly within, like a living heart at rest. In the aftermath of war, the galaxy expected another tyrant. Instead, it found something new, a ruler who sought order without cruelty, logic without mercy. Behind him, Lex Luthor enters, unshackled, composed.
Congratulations, Lord Vader. You've done the impossible. You've survived both faith and reason.
Neither survived me.
And yet, here we are, still breathing, still plotting.
A long silence. Stars drift by beyond the glass.
You came back.
Of course, you still need me.
Vader turns to him.
For what?
For the same thing, you've always needed purpose.
He steps closer, lowering his voice.
You can't rule a galaxy on instinct. You need structure, systems. I built that once for an emperor. I can build it again for you.
And if I refuse?
Then someone else will. The galaxy abhors a vacuum, Lord Vader. Someone will always be waiting to fill it.
Coruscant, lower levels night. The city burns. Yet amidst the ruin, civilians crawl from shelters, looking upward as imperial propaganda screens flicker back to life.
The Emperor ruled through fear. You would rule through logic. I will rule through stability.
Holograms of Vader appear on towers across the planet, his voice calm, mechanical, yet resolute.
There will be no empire, no rebellion, only order.
Crowds stare in awe, not cheering, not resisting, just listening. The executor command deck. A young officer rushes forward.
My lord, surviving systems report full compliance. Even the core worlds are surrendering peacefully.
Prepare reconstruction protocols. Begin civilian relief.
The officer blinks confused.
Relief, my lord?
If they see the Empire as their destroyer, they will resist. If they see it as their protector, they will obey forever.
Luthor stands behind him, smiling faintly.
I taught you well.
No, you taught me how to win. Peace is the only victory that cannot be taken away.
Jedi Temple ruins Coruscant. Ash and silence. A lone hooded figure moves through the ruins, Ahsoka Tano. Her face is older now, eyes cautious yet curious. She kneels, touching the scorched floor. A faint hum fills the air. The Force itself trembles. She senses something, not darkness, not light, but a perfect equilibrium.
Anakin, what have you done?
She looks skyward. Above, the Executor passes slowly over Coruscant, blotting out the sun. Executor meditation chamber. Vader kneels alone, his saber laid before him split in two, the red crystal glowing dimly. He removes his mask. For the first time, his face is calm, scarred, yes, but serene.
Once I was slave to a Jedi code, then to a Sith creed. Now only the will to bring peace remains.
He closes his eyes. The Force whispers not words, but understanding. In his armor's circuits, energy ripples like a heartbeat. Outer rim, planet unknown. A shuttle lands on a desolate moon. Lex Luthor steps out, coat billowing in the wind, a small datapad in hand. He gazes at the twin stars rising above the horizon, gold and white.
Project Legacy final entry.
The experiment succeeded. The fusion of will and machine, emotion and intellect, created a being beyond our comprehension. But the question remains, if gods can be built, who decides what they should believe in? He looks toward the stars, a faint smile on his lips.
Perhaps I already know the answer.
He deactivates the recorder and walks into the light. The Executor, observation deck. Vader returns to the viewport. The galaxy stretches before him, silent, vast, and waiting. And so the galaxy found peace not through light, nor dark, but through balance, born of conflict. Where others sought destiny, one man and one mind forged it.
The Force is no longer my master. It is my reflection.
His breathing steadies. The stars glimmer across his visor like distant embers. What if Lex Luthor made Darth Vader's suit? So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.